Hello girls, here I'm offering you further directions on your second journal assignment, which asks you to choose one of those three emotions identified on the PowerPoint and to write sentences to show those emotions with verbs, strong verbs that show rather than tell about those emotions. As demonstrated in the PowerPoint, here we have examples of showing what happy looks like. Rather than saying, I am happy, here are samples of sentences that show happy. And they each tell a different story. And listen to the different stories we have here. Note in each sentence that the action verb is blue and bolded. So you want to pay attention to that action verb. Notice also my comments over here on the side of the page, which point to words in the sentence which look like verbs but are not, or called verbals, and each does something different in the sentence. Okay, here's the first sentence. My blue eyes crinkling up into little slits, comma, I smiled broadly. Smiled is your verb. You want a strong verb there that shows one of those emotions, but you also want this kind of information that precedes that information. Here we have the verb, the verbal crinkling, which acts as an adjective modifying eyes. It's the eyes that crinkle. It's the crinkling eyes. So your first sentence will show your emotion using a pattern like this. Your words, this structure. Second sentence that you will use. Her ponytail bobbing and pink ribbons dancing. Ellen, here comes the verbs, skipped down the hallway to tell her best friend that she received, there you go, that she received an A on her math test. What are the verbs? Skipped is one verb, received is the second verb. Bobbing, over here, and dancing, here, are modifiers. They look like verbs, but they act as adjectives. Dancing modifies ribbons, and bobbing modifies tail. To tell is a very different kind of construction. Tell sounds like a verb, and sometimes it is, but here it acts as an infinitive, and we'll talk about infinitive next week. What you need to remember now is that when you write your sentence, to model it so it looks like this, including using this important comma right here. And we'll talk later about the importance of that comma. The comma right here. Okay, your third sentence will be this. As she tied her running shoes, Joyce gazed out the window at the sun rising on the lake, smelled the bacon frying in the kitchen, and heard the coffee perking. This morning offered her the best of everything in life. Pretty good sentence, don't you think? Look at all the verbs. She tied her shoes. She gazed out the window at the sun rising. She smelled the bacon. She heard the coffee perking. And the morning offered her the best of everything in life. Those are your verbs. You want a sentence with 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 verbs in this sentence. Notice also this colon. I want your sentence to use a colon also, followed by a group of words, which is called a clause, that looks just like this. After you write your sentence, after you type it into a document, put it in your journal, and I'll review it. Thanks.